We know the government have been under pressure to defer this carbon tax hike. So what's on the table now, do you think?
Well, it certainly looks like that the government is going to plough ahead with this increase at the end of the month, but is obviously very aware that it's a potentially politically explosive move given the current climate. The Taoiseach and the Tánaiste were at an event here a short time ago at the Project Arts Centre in Dublin's Temple Bar, where they're launching a new basic income pilot scheme for artists and people who work in the creative arts industry. The Taoiseach acknowledging that we're now in this pandemic economic cycle, which has been compounded by the war in Ukraine, and also this new sanctions regime, which he says people don't fully understand the effects of yet. He says Ireland is now in a position where it can support additional sanctions on Russia in terms of oil and coal. No mention of gas, but this all feeds into a rising cost of living crisis. We expect to see very, very high inflation throughout the rest of the year and potentially into the coming years. So the carbon tax, as it comes along at the end of the month, is something that the opposition will clearly jump upon. The Tánaiste said the government is looking at measures to offset the cost, the increase to people from the carbon tax, while the Taoiseach also says he wants to take a countrywide view of how to deal with this crisis and not deal with it on a week-to-week basis. This is what the two men had to say.
There's a carbon tax increase due in May. That's in the programme for government. It's already legislated for, and the money is ring-fenced. It goes into the fuel allowance, goes into green schemes for farmers, goes into funding our retrofit programme. But it will have an impact on people, and we're very much aware of that as a government. So we are examining means as to how we might offset that.
As a government and as a society, more importantly, we just have to stand back and assess the enormity of all of that. Acknowledge the uncertainty from now to the end of the year at a minimum, and take a considered and inclusive approach to how we respond to all of this and to the totality of this.
The event here today was to announce a new basic income scheme for artists and people who work in the creative arts sector. They'll be paid up to €325 a week in terms of a basic income. 2,000 people will be able to apply for this scheme, which is to run for 3 years. The Minister for the Arts, Catherine Martin, saying she hopes to see it being successful and something that is retained into the future.